On today's episode of That Was Us, we're diving into Season 4, Episode 14, The Cabin. As the big three reunite at the family cabin, old wounds reopen, including flashbacks to Kate's toxic relationship with Marc, and a rediscovered time capsule gives them a long-lost piece of Jack. Hello, friends.
Hello.
How are you both?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Wonderful acoustics.
I'm great. How are you guys?
Yeah.
You look great.
Thanks.
Dress is dressing.
Yeah.
Hair is hairing.
Thank
Makeup.
you.
I mean, you look like sophisticated,
Thank you.
like a grown-ass woman. Like, not that
Thank
you
you.
aren't,
Yeah.
because that's exactly what
For
you are.
once.
For once.
How is you've been working on the new Fogelman show
It's
for the
great.
past month or so?
Yeah.
Good?
It's been going great.
It's a great time.
So much fun. Yes.
Is the part like Rebecca?
Not quite.
Not at all.
She is a tough cookie, this one. Not that Rebecca wasn't a tough cookie.
Sure.
She's just, she's like competitive and driven and doesn't really take any prisoners. She's gunning for one thing in life and doesn't
That's right.
care what gets in her way. Like,
This feels very Aries-centric.
very
You
Aries-centric.
feel in line with this?
Yeah.
No, that's
No?
what's fun about it. Like, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just doing something wholly different.
Yeah,
it's fun.
But see, I'm saying this because there's a hidden side to Mandy Moore that people don't frequently get to see.
Well, if you push me.
I've had the flashes of seeing it.
They're delightful, aren't they?
They're exhilarating.
They are delightful. You're like, there she is.
Well, you
It's
got to
like-
advocate for yourself.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
you
like
do.
when Chrissy's Florida comes out.
Yes.
Oh, I love when
Exactly.
Chrissy's Florida comes out.
Same thing.
Exhilarating.
It's,
Yeah.
it's delightful.
Yeah.
So then, do you get to curse in this one?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
There have
tuning
been
in.
some scenes where I'm like, this is too many Fs. Like, it's just a lot of Fs.
I
F,
like
F, F,
this.
F, 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 F. F this, F that. And I'm like,
Yes.
I was like,
That's
is this going to be too much?
Do you smoke?
No,
it's
no,
Disney.
no.
No smoking. But you can curse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lots
That's
of
good.
cursing.
You banging anybody?
Maybe.
Oh, let go.
Exhilarating.
Let go, let go, let go.
We shall see.
What's up with you, big dog? How's life been since last we've seen each
Life
other?
is life. I'm firmly planted in the middle of my life at age 45. The house is, we both are. The house is full of young toddlers and perimenopause and creaky knees and life's life. And
I'll tell you what's going on with Brown. I was able to take off the boot.
Kiwi's update. The boot is gone.
The boot is
Boot
gone.
is off.
There's an Utz. I can like rotate
Nice.
and circle.
Careful.
Still taped up,
When
though.
yes, yeah, it's still taped up. And when I walk like a big boy. Like I take small steps,
Uh-huh.
right? And
Yeah.
I'm like, look at you, big boy. And everyone's like,
Toddling. Yeah.
yeah. It feels good. I'm very excited. So thank you all for that. Now, we've updated. Everybody seems to be in a good place. Let's talk about
This
we're,
episode.
We're getting towards the end of the season, right?
Yeah.
There's usually like a nice little build as we get to the end of the
Yeah.
season,
Almost
right?
2/3 of
Yeah.
the way done
Yeah.
with the show. Crazy, right?
It's crazy. When did we start this?
Last year.
We're flying through this.
Yeah.
Just last
We are
year?
flying
Just
through
last
this.
year.
Yeah.
Jiminy Christmas.
That's
I know.
right.
Heavens to Murgatroyd, everyone. Okay, so I was today years old when I found out that Marc, Kate's ex-boyfriend, spells his last name, his first name with a C,
Yep.
and that should have been our first red flag. If you don't spell your name with a K and your name is Marc, you're probably not the coolest person. And he was not the coolest person.
Yeah.
It was interesting to see this episode because I realized over these last few episodes, talking about him raises my pressure.
Yeah. Is he the least cool person in all of This Is Us?
Yeah.
I think he is.
Oh, without a doubt.
Does anybody even compare?
Far and away?
I would probably say yes.
Probably.
Like he gets,
Probably.
I get agitated.
Like this is it when you come to it, now that we mention it, it's kind of odd that the writers have offered him not a one redeeming quality. like most
I think
people.
purposefully.
I think
though.
so, too.
Sure.
Like in
sure.
terms of representing a point in time in her life
Yeah.
where she was willing to attach herself to just someone that gave her attention,
Yeah.
Yes.
right? And
Yeah.
that because she felt like her father had passed away
Yeah.
and she wasn't getting any sort of, and it's like, this is like the first boy who like has looked at me in a way that makes me feel wanted.
Yes.
And then so like, I think she had to go through that in order to realize that like there's more to life than just being wanted by someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hope
Please be
everybody
someone
doesn't have
who's
to learn that
deserving of
lesson.
that.
Yeah.
I know.
Have you had to learn that lesson?
Oh, yeah.
Well, we won't go too far
Absolutely.
into
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Oh, yeah, I married it.
She said it, not me. You could have stopped short.
It's okay. I'm like, offline, I got another story for you guys.
Yeah. I know another Marc.
I definitely know a Marc.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is disappointing when you realize like there are some people that for a variety of different reasons do have to learn this lesson or end up learning this lesson.
Yeah. Amen.
Yeah. Should we start at the beginning? This is we find Jack and Rebecca and the 12, 13-year-old version of the big three. They're at the cabin. And Jack decides that he wants to do a time capsule.
That's right.
Have you guys ever done a time capsule? Like at school or anything?
I don't think I've ever even participated at school in one.
I don't think I have
done
either.
one at school, but never as a family.
I think I'm recording one right now.
Oh, I love that.
I think I've been working on one for a couple of years.
Yeah. But Jack is insistent that they do a time capsule. And so, of course, like the kids kind of fan out and figure out like what they're going to do, what they're going to put in this time capsule.
Yeah.
Jack and Rebecca are participating as well.
Yeah. That's right.
I guess we could kind of
stick
with this.
Yeah, go for it.
Jack ends up drawing this sort of this cabin that sort of he's imagining and dreaming that it sort of sits at the top of their property. So I thought that was kind of cool. Like they don't just have the cabin that they're living in. They kind of have like some of the surrounding property.
Yeah.
And you see him sort of sketching in his mind's eye like this dream of like a beautiful home that kind of sits on top of the hill in front of them. And he wants to build it one day. And he ends up, like tossing it, right? Like tossing it in the garbage.
That is correct.
And Rebecca ends up fishing it out, and that's what she puts in her time capsule.
That is correct.
Yeah. We come to find out what everybody gets later in the episode, but I just thought that was a very sweet thing that, Rebecca believes in him.
Yes, she does.
Even when he doesn't believe in himself.
Yeah.
And then the big reveal at the end of the episode, which we'll get to as well.
Right.
Yeah.
And then there's Kev and Randall. Randall freaks out about everything. He's like, I don't know what I'm going to put in this. Is a big deal. Like, it's got to mean something, et cetera, et cetera. And part of their reveal also is that Kevin's like, why are you making such a big deal out of this whole thing? Like, it's not that deep. Like, just relax, et cetera, et cetera. And then there's a payoff to that as well. So I won't mention the payoff yet. So we see Kate and Marc, right?
Yeah.
And I think when we left off in the last episode, had he just left and then the episode starts with him coming?
He had just locked her out.
At the end of this episode?
Right?
Not locked her out. Hadn't he dumped her on the side of the road?
Dumped her on the side of the road.
And then you see when Kate is on the phone with Rebecca,
right.
He comes
see that
back.
he's come back and he's offering her a blanket.
He's got the blanket, and so we see them going into the
and she basically is like, yeah, Mom,
They're
I gotta
arriving
go.
at the cabin.
Yeah,
right.
They're arriving at the cabin, and they're there, and they get in an argument over something while they're at the cabin.
Yeah.
What was the argument? It was over the mug. That's right?
Oh, you guys.
So she's they're like, she's making tea or something.
Yeah.
And he goes to grab a mug, and he happens to grab like her dad's mug.
With his face on it.
Yeah, it says world's greatest dad.
World's greatest dad. And she's trying to be real sweet. She's like, you know what, bro? Could you just like pick a different mug? And he's like, why? What's the big deal? And he's like, that's just, does she explain it? Or does she just like?
She did. She said, this is he's the last person that used that.
He's the only
person
one to use it. So, like, could you pick a different one?
Which any normal human being would be like, absolutely. Oh my God, of course.
Yeah.
This is like your dad's mug.
Once in honor of Mandy's new show, fuck Marc, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Kim.
and I won't say too much because, I want it to still air and not get bleeped. So I get one per episode, right? Is that the rule?
Are we getting demonetized?
I'm not going crazy.
Is that what's happening?
We're still trying to pay the bills.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to say it one time, right?
Yeah.
Because then he starts like playing around with the mug and like, oh, what happens here? And it's like, bro, like, why would I turn to you and just ask you to use a different mug and then you make light of this request? I'm not making these kinds of requests all the time.
Yeah.
Just honor the request and grab a mug. He winds up playing with it, da-da-da. Off camera, we hear the crash of the mug.
He purposefully did that, by the way. That wasn't like a...
You think so?
I 100%. I think it was like, oops. It wasn't a...
Did you read it that way? I'm curious. I felt like it was the playing that went too far.
And then
But you think it was intentional.
I do. I think it was like, oops, slipped out of my hands because it wasn't like,
Wow.
All right.
it wasn't too hard to keep
I'll go with
hands
that.
on
That's
a mug,
Is
but
that,
whatever.
Like, as a dude, I think maybe I was trying to give douche a benefit of the doubt.
No,
Yeah.
he doesn't deserve
Yeah.
any of that.
No benefits for Marc.
No
No.
benefits for Marc. So this dude
Ugh.
drops the mug, and Kate's like, yo, man, like, so sort of over herself. And so she goes, I'm wearing, like, she needs some space and some air because it's cold inside the
wait,
cabin.
but hold on.
Oh, please tell me.
He breaks it. And she goes, and he tells her like to relax or something. She's like, oh yeah.
Instantly.
Like, I'm going to take life advice from an unemployed record store cashier.
That was really good.
Oh, it was great.
That was an awesome clapback. Yeah.
And then she goes, I'm going to go out and get some like wood for the fire. And he's like, what? So you can make s'mores to stuff your fat face? You guys, I almost fucking threw something at my TV. I was.
Mandy Moore to get a
Number
new
two.
TV.
Sorry, two. There's two.
Yeah.
Sorry. I was livid.
Yeah.
Livid.
This is, and without giving anything away, I'm glad this dude is gone. Like, I'm just,
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm glad this dude is gone. We'll get to how he winds up going, but like, I'm glad this dude is gone because he raises my pressure.
Yeah.
And by the way, in the beginning of like when they get to the cabin like that, he says like he apologizes and says he loves her and like, does she still love him? And she's
love
like, of
bombing.
course. Oh, totally. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
So the fat face,
Yep.
she leaves to go get the wood. She comes back to the house.
And he's locked the door.
Guys,
Locked her out.
like in the last episode, he drove off and kicked her out of the car or whatnot. Like, he's past inexcusable. Like, he's irredeemable.
We're on a psychopathic.
He's
Yeah.
irredeemable. And,
1,000%.
and so we see her like desperately
She's freezing.
trying to get into the house.
Yeah, she's not in a
Right.
jacket. She's just in her sweater.
Freezing.
Went out to go grab some wood.
And we have a shot of my man. Was he drinking from his mug? Like having tea and just
ignoring
not-
her.
Yeah. Like Dexter.
And she is
Like,
going around the house, like banging on the window, trying to see if anything's open.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
he's full on just ignoring her.
we could have really had
Like a
you coulda-
sociopath,
like a
yeah.
serial killer spinoff
Yeah,
with
Dude.
Marc.
believable.
So, the mom and brothers arrive, and they're sort of like playing housemaker.
Yeah.
Marc's making pancakes.
They're on their way. By the way, they
Yes.
can't get there that night.
Right,
the
right.
road is closed.
They get
There's a tree
stopped.
down. Do they end up sleeping in the car? It's weird because like I don't know
could've
what
slept
ends up
They
happening
went
because
back
like
to that old motel.
they
Cooked
went
some
back
weenies over
with
the
some Pilgrim Rick.
over the
But because they end up like arriving there that morning, right? There's
Yeah.
no, I don't know what happened in the ensuing hours, but
Yeah.
but you're right. They get there and kind of play it off like we were just worried about the storm. We wanted to come and check on you guys.
Yeah.
And Marc and Kate sort of greet them with this like air of domesticity of like,
Uh-huh.
oh, we're just making breakfast. Like, yeah, come on in. Like
Yeah.
everything's fine, which is very disconcerting. You're like, what?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
as an audience, you're like, I know that like stuff was
Yeah.
really like something
we
went
jumped
wrong.
a big part here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like he locked you out last night. Like somehow something got fixed but you do clock that like it's, the boys are like, okay, they sit down and have pancakes and Rebecca's a little dubious, like, what is going on?
Yeah.
And the boys are like, it's really cold in here. What's going
Mhm.
on? And they're like, oh, yeah, we haven't like lit a fire yet. Like it is a little bit chilly. And then Randall notices
Yeah.
the window is broken in the family room.
Encyclopedia
room.
Brown, be on it, Jack.
Yeah.
What was first? The cut on the hand?
No,
No, no, no.
The
bandage
breeze
of
of the
hand?
curtain.
The breeze of the curtain.
Okay.
And then they notice like Kate's wearing gloves. And
Right.
she's like, oh yeah, because I'm so cold.
Right.
And they're like, you didn't realize that there was a window broken?
Yeah.
And she's like, oh no, when did that happen? They're like, no, there's no
broken glass.
You guys clearly knew.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
cleaned up the glass. And then she has to fess up to the fact that like,
She's like, take the gloves off. Was that also like,
Yeah.
take the glove
Yeah.
off, and we see that there's a massive
She has a
gash.
cut hand.
and
Yeah.
she then covers for Marc and says, oh, so annoying. We accidentally like locked ourselves out last night and had to break the window. And I got this cut, like no big deal, right? Trying to play it off.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm trying to vocalize or make dramatic silence because it's hard for me to talk.
it's upsetting. It's
Yeah.
a very upsetting thing. Yeah.
These brothers.
He confesses to like, we got in a little fight.
I locked her out.
I locked her out, for a little while. And then, as I was coming to the door to let her in, she wound up breaking the glass to the thing. And, no. And that's where, like, collectively, you could see the three of them, mom and brothers, just be like, nah, bruh, time's up. Like, Kev was like, yo, let's go outside right now.
Yeah.
Right?
And this was the
Thank
90s.
God. Yeah.
They could have gotten away with whatever they wanted to in the woods.
Exactly.
There was no social media.
A lot of stuff.
There were no camera phones.
The good old days.
I don't know if anyone would miss that guy.
You know
what I'm saying?
It seems like they got a lot of property out in those woods.
They do.
It was ultimately Rebecca just being like, hey, bruh, it's time for you to get out, and you don't need to see my daughter ever again.
Yeah,
That's right.
Get the hell out of here.
Ever again. And to which Mark's like, fair enough. Like
there was no argument.
I will say, his moment of silent acting, where they'd put the camera on him, he goes through like 3 or 4 different facial expressions.
Yeah.
Just facial expressions.
Yeah.
That I was like, that was some agile
he was good.
Yeah.
performance.
He was very
because it's like he wanted to say something, but then he didn't.
And then he felt,
do I feel bad?
And
no, fair enough. I should go. Like it was so much happening at once.
Oh God, it was really good. I watched it.
It was really good.
That's good.
Yeah,
he's good. He was
great.
He had to be fantastic in order for me to feel how I feel.
Yeah. If our job is to evoke an emotional response in our audience,
mission accomplished,
bro. He was fantastic.
Yeah.
Give Austin
his flowers.
His flowers for performance. He was great.
Yeah. Agreed.
The character can eat a phallus.
Oh, but I think the saddest part of all of this is when Rebecca is hugging Kate and she's like, he said that he loved me.
Yeah.
And Rebecca's like, I bet he did. I'm sure he did. Yeah. And it's just like, for this, again, anyone to have to learn this lesson for a young woman who just lost her father, who's probably had feelings for someone for the first time in her life and felt like they had feelings for her, and just like that sense of worthiness and value and everything that kind of is wrapped up in a relationship like that is it just it's like you can see the path that it could potentially set someone like Kate on if you look into the future. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, this was a big part of her story.
Huge.
Yeah.
We'll be right back with more That Was Us.
Every year there's that moment, holiday lights short out, which, by the way, right now, mine are shorted out. And the holidays are coming. I have an electrical outlet that is shorted out that I can't figure out how to fix.
Pain.
I need help.
Yes.
HomeServe. You've got a heater that decides to quit, or a pipe starts making that questionable sound. It's like your house knows when the calendar flips to December and needs to add something to the chaos.
I feel like this is what happens during the holidays. Either someone gets sick or something goes wrong, right?
Yeah.
Like we had a pipe burst one year right before Thanksgiving. It was like a whole thing. Someone had to come out, rip open drywall. Like it was the worst possible
Let
thing.
me tell you what you should have done and what you will do moving forward.
Correct.
Okay? HomeServe helps make those "of course this happens now" moments manageable. For as little as $4.99 a month, you can sign up for coverage that takes care of those out-of-the-blue home repair emergencies your homeowner's insurance might not touch.
When something on your plan goes wrong, you just call their 24/7 hotline. No waiting until Monday. No scrambling to find a repair person during the holidays. HomeServe connects you with a reliable local pro, and then they take it from there.
As we're re-watching the show, I keep thinking about how our homes are where life happens. The big moments, the little ones, and yes, the messy ones too. HomeServe just takes one big worry off your plate so you can focus on what really matters this season.
Amen, brother. Help protect your home systems and your wallet with HomeServe against covered repairs. Plans start at just $4.99 a month. Go to HomeServe.com to find the plan that's right for you.
That's HomeServe.com. Not available everywhere. Most plans range between $4.99 and $11.99 a month for your first year. Terms apply on covered repairs.
Yeah, it's so interesting how we can get ourselves stuck when we have something we need to learn.
Yeah.
Right? About ourselves or about what it means to be in a relationship. Because I've had relationships that were abusive emotionally.
Sure.
You know, where it's like all of a sudden you're just like, what's happening here? Like
Yeah.
why are we doing this?
Yeah.
And I guess it all comes down to like, we're all going to experience these pains one way or another, right? In some way.
Sure.
And what do we learn from them? What do we take from them? How do we evolve past this? And I guess I kind of wonder if Kate does, you know, looking at this relationship, like what, if we look at this, and this is new information, right? About her life experience.
Yeah.
And we know about this woman's life up to a certain point in the show so far. Like, how has it affected her? How has it always affected her? How has she learned from it? How has she evolved past it? Yeah, it's a big piece of information.
It's a big piece of information. And it clearly is something she carries with her into other relationships and the way she moves through the world and the way that she sees herself. Like there's a lot wrapped up in this. And
do you feel as if like because I have the sense that she's a different person because of it.
Sure.
You know what? Is that season 5, the dude in the diner? Have we already done the dude in the diner?
No.
Season 5.
I think it's 5. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
It's
is
coming
interesting, right? Like it's about how one values themselves and what they believe they are worthy of.
Yeah.
Because we're usually attracted to people that we consider ourselves like, oh yeah, that person, I deserve that.
Yeah, it's interesting as the wiring is still happening.
Yeah.
Right? As the brain is still making connections. And in childhood, through my years of therapy, right, that one of the more interesting things that I've learned is that a kid will always put the wrongs of the world on themselves before they blame the world. It's impossible for a kid to change the external world. So if something feels off or something feels wrong, the easiest thing to do is to change me. Like it must be me.
Yeah.
It must be something about me.
Well, it's easier to control that than it is the world.
Exactly. And so if we look at Kate's life as a kid up until now, the trouble she has socially with the other girls or the boys or whatever it is, like she's constantly trying to adjust who she is to fit the current external situation. Yeah. And it can lead to these kind of really dangerous situations.
Yeah.
But I do feel like present day Kate chose you.
Mm-hmm.
You're kind. Like Toby is kind and loving and generous in a way that I feel like is deserving. That she feels deserving of you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but it took her a long time to get there.
Just a harder lesson to learn than for others. Maybe.
Yeah.
You know, but even still, you know, they obviously, you know, we all know where this is going.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't necessarily work out.
That doesn't mean that it wasn't
successful.
True.
Yeah.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
I want to try because like I feel like I mean it's like a 50-50 thing for everybody, right?
Yeah.
That's this marriage game or what have you. And because it ended between you two, doesn't mean there wasn't a beautiful chapter of her life.
True. I think
2 kids.
Evolution goes on longer than for some than others, as far as like the lessons that are being learned.
Agreed.
Yeah.
You know.
Agreed.
Modern day, right?
Randall and Beth? And then we can go,
Yeah, tell me about Randall and Beth.
He's got his cast on. Annie's signing his cast. Beth is going to go visit her mom.
That's right.
And she's really pushing him to go to the cabin.
Yes.
And he's still grappling with having to hide mom's news from Kevin.
Correct.
Not from Kate, because Kate knows now.
Kate knows.
Right.
Then I have that Kevin and Madison are in bed together. Madison's still in bed.
Post-hookup.
Post-hookup. She recognizes this is a huge violation of lady code, sleeping with the brother.
Is there?
I don't know about lady code.
Okay, I was about to say. I mean, there's a no bros before et cetera sort of thing for fellas.
Well, what rhyme?
What rhymes with bros?
Bros.
Guys, I'm 49 now. I have,
Lows?
Yeah,
I have
bros.
some.
Bros before equally respected sex workers. The
Yes.
oldest profession is also respectable if it is something you approach from a healthy. Anyways,
But does the same thing exist amongst the ladies?
I mean, maybe for some.
Would you date? Would
Not
you
for
date?
Mandy.
Not-
Have you dated?
All things
You
on
want
the
to talk
table.
about
Yeah,
siblings?
exactly.
Have you dated a friend's ex-boyfriend?
No,
Okay.
I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
I guess that's lady code.
For me, like the code goes because I married her, but I asked the dude. I was like, have things sort of between you and Ryan settled or whatnot? Do you mind if
I get in there.
approach?
Can
and
I
by
get
in there, you mean where?
Get in
Got
there.
it. Got it.
I mean,
She's on a new show. It's on Hulu, everybody.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
all bets are off. That's so funny. No, but I get that. And yes, I would imagine that's where the lady code sort of comes in.
Yeah.
And, Kate and Kevin are twins. Like, they have a very close relationship.
Very.
And so Kate seems to be, like, that seems to mean a lot more to her. Like, that no one sort of messed with her brother.
Right.
This is true. They're closely connected, right? Yeah. So they make a pact to like keep it to themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? No
And
need
Madison
to
sort of
burden her.
agrees. She's like, oh, absolutely. Like,
Absolutely.
I'm not telling your sister this
Right.
happened.
And we see like this little joke she makes.
What's
She makes a joke to Kevin about, being together forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
That we're in love. And
And tell her that we're in love and that we're going to be together forever.
it was so good,
She's
too.
It was so good. And it was such like just a small character development.
Yeah.
That
You're like, okay, sense
"All right,
of humor.
All right, Madison.
Yeah.
All right. Show up to the hospital with a donut.
Totally.
A little thing here,
Yeah.
a little thing here.
Madison
has good-
yeah.
I wonder why Madison has
It's a
such
slow
good
build.
character development.
Yeah. It's a real slow build. I love it.
It's great.
A 4-season build.
They
A
keep
4-season
it.
character
They
development.
decide to keep it to themselves. So we're at the cabin. Randall's there first.
I guess, yeah, we could do that and then go back to Kate and Toby. It's hard because it's like there's a little bit of like
That's all
before
sort of
everybody
connected.
leaves to go to the cabin, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Kate and Toby are home and she's going over the rules and stuff
I
because she's leaving to
think-
go to the cabin.
I think we should do the Kate and Took. You're right.
Just to get that out of the way.
Let's
and
do
then
it.
like once we're at the cabin with all
Yep.
three of them, it
Yep.
kind of becomes
Agreed.
a separate storyline.
Agreed.
So Kate is obviously leaving Jack with Toby.
Yes.
She's going over all the rules of like, this is when he has milk, this is what he can eat, blah, 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 blah.
Yes.
And she's just very worried. And she
Yeah.
just is like, I could just take him.
Yeah.
And Toby insists, like,
Just
I
take
got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I get. You know,
Yeah.
you're just sort of like, oh, you've never done any of this before. And there's a lot of schedules and whatnot.
Yep.
I did clock the fact that like there was a cheek kiss.
Yep.
No lip lock.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
No
right.
lip lock.
Yeah.
I was like, oof.
Because Jack and Rebecca, it's Jack and Rebecca.
And
like,
Beth and Randall. And Beth and Randall.
Jack and
Is
Rebecca.
that tongue in there? Just
But
like,
no, this is just two lips, like you know the part.
like eating?
Yeah,
Eating
you
the
just go-
lips?
yeah. You
Got
get a
it.
little.
You gotta watch
Jack
it.
and
You,
Rebecca.
you and Beth have some sensual kisses.
Me and Beth got a lot of lip.
Yeah.
We got a lot of lip.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's
No,
not
I
a
watched-
bad job.
I
Not a
watched
bad
those.
job. Somebody got to do it.
I watched those over and over again.
She's like, remember TiVo?
10 second.
Boop, boop, boop.
Boop, boop,
Rewind.
boop. Doop, doop, deep.
Yep.
Doop, doop,
Man,
smooch.
TiVo.
There's so it's a little not frosty but not congenial. You know,
Yeah.
less than
Yeah.
it could be.
Less
Right?
than ideal.
There's also sticking with this. So before we go to the cabin, man, I want to talk to you about just this whole scene with you and your baby boy. So I'll start it off by teeing it up because it was a beautiful scene. You're making eggs for your son.
Yeah.
Right. You sit down. Everything is going great. You know, just sort of providing. Like there's this thing that I want to acknowledge is like dads sort of relish the opportunity to do things their way.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm saying this to all the moms. You can tell us everything that we need to know, and we were going to take it in, as long as at the end of the day you are comfortable that like we may change some things, and it'll all get done, and it'll all be cool.
Absolutely.
I'm curious, like when you leave your husband with the
Oh, yeah.
kids, like how much Like, do you say like, make sure you da-da-da-da, or do you just like, you know what? Taylor's got it. I'm gonna leave this dude alone.
Taylor's got it. Yeah. I'm sure Rachel feels the same way. And Ryan feels the same way.
No,
It's
not
just
at
sort
all.
of like,
Not at
not
all.
at all.
Not at all. Not at all.
I get lots of instructions.
You got a list?
Really?
I get just like sort of reminders and texts, which is cool. I appreciate them and everything like that. But I do secretly think that she thinks the house will be burned down and her children will be lost
Gone.
to the streets.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 That's so funny. But maybe there's different needs as kids get older too, of just sort of like make sure that Amari has this jersey for this thing, you know, like
Sure.
that kind of specificity. I
Yes.
feel like
Logisticals.
I definitely, like I remind Taylor, but
Right.
big picture, I'm like, oh, he's got it.
Yeah.
Like he's going to feed them and bathe them
Yes.
and like
Yeah.
play with them and have
There you
fun
go.
and like everything's
All
great.
those things.
As my friend John says, the 90% of parenting before the age of 5 years old is just trying to find interesting places to eat snacks.
Yeah. That is so true.
Wow. Where can we take you to eat
I
this,
dig that.
this granola bar?
I dig that.
Yep.
So you found my man's eating his eggs and he's having a good time and he's chewing and eating and everything. And then you clock, like, and first of all, how do you get this baby to do this stuff? Like, it looked
I
like,
stuck some eggs in there.
okay, stop.
I'm kidding.
Okay, stop. Here, but like,
I know.
there's moments where I look at his face and I'm like, what's
There's-
happening?
There's a little bit of digital enhancement.
Okay.
They,
Wow.
It's great.
Flawless.
but they also caught him in moments of like, you know, crying or
Sure,
whatever
sure,
the thing
sure,
was.
sure.
And yeah. But
Because what happens in the scene is
Yeah.
that it seems as if my man is
He's choking.
choking on the eggs.
yeah.
And then his dad clocks it like, hey man, you okay? So you go immediately, which any parent would, you know, just like, oh, I gotta.
Yeah.
I think you try to dig in first
Yeah.
to see if you can get it out of his mouth, and
Yeah.
that's not working.
Yeah.
Flip that kid over,
And you do get
on that back, and try to get that stuff out. And
Yeah.
I think, is that ultimately
Yes, it is.
what dislodged?
Yes.
Yeah, there's a couple of flips.
Yeah.
and a little
Yeah,
bit
yeah,
of CPR.
you did a little, that's right.
Yeah, yep.
And it's, and you,
Banging on both
like
sides.
as a dad, look, when you get left,
Yeah.
you're like, all right,
Yeah.
it's my time to shine.
Yeah.
So this opportunity is like, I can't lose one, not on my
Listen.
watch.
Yeah.
Listen, I might want to do things my way, but we can't lose one.
We
Yeah.
can't lose it.
The first time she leaves,
It's a
it
non-starter.
all goes wrong.
But the relief and the joy
When everything's okay.
Yeah.
is so also palpable. And like you just go in on that cheek and you just eat his face. Talk to me about
Yeah.
it because
I these few episodes, I'm trying to remember. Is this mid-pandemic?
No,
What-
this is
pandemic
pre-pandemic.
This is pre-pandemic.
This is still
When
like
do we come?
end of 2019, beginning
we
of
took a
2020.
break
Okay.
between 4 and 5 because we decided
That's
if we were
what
going
it
to
was.
incorporate the pandemic
That's what it was.
into season 5.
Instead of starting in July of 2020, we started in
There you go.
September.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
So this was still
So this is
end of
still-
2019 because, or very like January of 2020, because I remember New York, that episode,
Yeah.
which is like 2 after this,
Right.
Yeah.
was like
Oh, sure. You guys wouldn't have gone to New York.
February
Yeah,
Right.
of
yeah.
2020. Like it was
That's
right
crazy.
before the
Before,
pandemic.
right
Yeah.
before.
Yep, yep, yep.
Jiminy Christmas.
The
Yeah.
only reason I was trying to calculate was
Is
because
Rachel,
was it pre
baby.
my own child or
Yeah.
not?
Yeah.
And it was.
It was.
There's something else that happens even as I watch myself. And maybe it's the current state of Toby and Kate
Mhm.
that like shifts everything. But there's a new side to me that I'm seeing as I watch, especially with the baby.
Yeah.
And like you said, like this is even before I know she's pregnant.
Yeah. Yep.
Or she's not even pregnant.
Yeah.
So it's like, but I'm recognizing the future father, right? In ways that I hadn't before.
That's
You
so
know,
cool.
There's maybe it's a casualness.
Well, I'm telling you, like
a-
when I saw you on set with that baby, I said, you look like you're, but she was pregnant at that time, I think.
yes,
I saw you and I was like, you
You're
looking real
right.
comfortable there,
Yeah.
the big dog.
yeah. But like a few episodes down, in the next few episodes, I'm like flying that baby around,
Yeah.
like just putting it in people's faces. I'm throwing them up, and like this is somebody else's baby.
Yeah.
But,
But at that point in time, he's also kind of yours as well.
yeah,
Like there's this, I remember.
This episode is where that shift really happens.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you, I would do these things on Army Wives where I had this daughter who was played by twins, and I would just go into her trailer before we'd shoot for like 20 minutes, and I just play with both of them. I just hang out or whatnot, so that when we got on set,
They were comfortable.
like they were ready to hang out. And even still now, like if I have to deal with a baby or whatnot, I spend as much time with the baby beforehand. Now they have rules because the nurse is like, holding the baby. So you have to hang out with the nurse. Where back in the
day,
the early aughts, I was just like, give me the baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, I was like,
Where's
Mom,
the
Dad,
baby?
you can come with me.
Where's Sterling?
But the nurse thing is it wasn't in the early 2000s, right? But there's a nurse that's always there, which is wonderful. But it is like, there's something about acting with a child that frees you up in a way that it's hard to describe until you do it. And then you feel the difference when they take the baby out and they bring in the doll.
Yeah.
For sure. It's like the unpredictability of like kids are so unself-conscious. Like they're not thinking about a performance.
Yeah.
They're just being.
Yeah.
They're
And
just
you're just
existing.
with them in that
You're
moment.
just present. So yeah.
And that scene, that choking scene is flip-flopping around between baby and doll
Yeah.
a bunch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? And it's hard. You can't really tell. And I know Catherine Hardwicke directed this episode.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, I remember Ken being
Doing
there
that
for this
scene?
scene. I don't know
Yeah,
why
like
he
maybe-
would have done that, but
Maybe she couldn't have.
After
This is
something
like
else
a.
going on or something.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know.
Okay.
But maybe I'm misremembering.
It's all good.
But yeah, I remember really being panicked by that scene,
Yeah.
especially having to like actually flip the real child over a couple of times just for the action of it.
Yeah, but you got a big hand.
Thank
That-
God.
He wasn't
dads are
going
good.
anywhere.
Thank God.
Dads
Yeah.
are good for that.
Yeah, Yeah, that scene was a lot.
It was great.
It was great.
It was really beautiful. Like I felt the relief. I felt the joy and just like that connect. When I see you kiss that boy, and just like, oh man, you still.
Yeah.
It reminds me of when my 14-year-old used to let me kiss him. That's what it reminds me of.
Man.
Relish it while you can, everybody.
yeah.
Man. Oh no.
All right, so let's get to.
Well, and then Toby ends up taking Jack to the doctor, as any sweet dad
Yeah.
who's been very rattled by something and wants to make sure everything is okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
And the doctor assures him, like, thank you for bringing him, but like his airways look clear,
Yep.
everything's all good.
Yeah.
Thank goodness he had a dad like you. Something like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is when there is that perceptible shift of
Yeah.
Toby's like, wow, like something could have happened. I love this boy so much. This is my son.
Yeah.
And immediately takes him home and starts like introducing him to his own world, the things that he loves, which are Star Wars, and realizes like he may not be able to see these characters, but he can hear them. Yeah.
You did some good,
Sound effects.
great.
I
Thank you
clocked
for
that.
noticing.
I was like,
Yes, sir.
oh yeah.
Thank
I was
you.
like, Chris has got to be like such a fun dad. Doing Chewbacca, doing the sound of the lightsaber. I'm like, this is rad.
It was wonderful.
It was
It
great.
was a good time.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
I do enjoy those moments. Like I am a dork. You probably just have them on call, but like I will go and watch the movie for a second and just be like, I want to make sure I get this right.
Yeah.
Like I had to do a Rain Man thingamajig, and I definitely went back and watched.
I'll check out a clip.
Yeah, I'll check a clip.
Check out a
It's
YouTube
fun.
clip.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Now we get to the cabin.
Now we get to the cabin.
With the grown big three.
The grown big three.
Big three. We get to the cabin, and Randall's there, and then his brother and sister come in.
Together.
Warm greetings from everybody. And I'm gonna miss some stuff, so man, I'm gonna need your help because what I'm remembering is that the power goes out.
But before that,
Tell me, see, this is what I need.
when the power goes out, almost immediately you panic and they're like, I need to go home. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
like, why?
Yeah.
You're like, I need to check my security cameras.
Check the
I'm going
cameras.
to
I
town
can't
for the
contact
Wi-Fi.
my wife.
Yeah. And they're like, but your wife's not even at home.
Yeah. No, she said you mean your wife that went to the movies with your kids that won't be back for another
No,
couple hours?
they went out of town. They
Yeah,
went
that's
to
right.
visit. They were in DC or
Yes.
something.
Yeah,
That's
they
right.
went to go visit her mom.
So
Yep.
so this is maybe the first real erratic.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
You know,
Your anxiety
like,
has
whoa,
ratcheted up to
whoa,
like
whoa.
12.
It's high.
I've definitely made moves like that where I'm panicked and I'm like, I guess I have to go. And then you're gone.
You're like, whoa, why did you jump to that?
and
Like,
you're
that's
like-
not a appropriate reaction to
Yeah,
what
that's-
happened.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, brother
Yeah.
and sister are definitely
And
looking
so
at
the worry, they have all brought each one has brought an issue to the
Yeah.
table, right?
me. That's right.
And the other two are going to try and help the one with the thing, whatever the thing is. And they all have a bit of a secret, and now the power's out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And they're lit by candles.
Yeah.
And all the reveals start to happen.
Wait. We go to
The
do we
store.
go to town first?
Yeah, they go to the market,
Right.
which is where everyone's sort of checking in with their
That was
respective.
a fun scene, by the way.
Yeah, that was fun.
Because there's crossover, like you were following one person into another. Yeah, I like stuff
and
like
once that conversation ended, then Randall walks. Yeah.
Good
So Kate
stuff,
calls,
Captain
checks in on Jack and Toby.
Yeah.
They're good.
Yeah.
You hear Randall leaving a message for Beth. He's trying to get a hold of her. He wants her to check the camera. She's obviously like at a movie or whatever.
Right.
And then you see Kate also getting a message from Madison to call her. And then there's another message where she basically admits to everything.
Well, there's like a build up,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
There's
of
like
course,
several messages. And she's talking to Kev and it's like, hey, I just got this message from Madison. He's like, oh, I wonder what that could be.
He's saying
like,
too much. He's
Got
saying
another
too much.
message from Madison. There's
He's
like 3 or something.
Oh, she's okay.
I guess that could be about anything.
And then she just sort of like lets it all out and he hears it and he's like, look, it wasn't intentional. I'm sorry.
And shouldn't he get credit for not sleeping with Sophie? Like he says something about that too. Like, come on, I got to get some credit for something.
Yeah. Like I'm wondering, like if I was in a similar situation, like how upset would or wouldn't I be? Like I don't have anything analogous to that. Like my brother or sister sleeping with one of my friends. It would be sort of strange, I suppose.
Yeah, but you think like two single people, like maybe it's not the
people.
greatest decision, but like that's not that big of a deal.
Right.
But if you're also doing any kind of This Is Us time jump math,
sure,
this has to be it.
Yeah, maybe.
Wait,
or does it? But it's like
I know.
math is mathing.
Yeah.
Well,
Right?
here's the thing too, because like if the math is mathing, right, that means that it was raw dog, like raw dog.
The first time.
The first time.
That's right.
How irresponsible.
Yeah. Very irresponsible.
Let this be a PSA.
Great googly moogly, man.
Yeah.
Well, we have identified that Kevin has a problem.
You just diving in without a swim cap? You know this chick?
Without a swim
Yeah.
What the heck is going on?
Yeah, you're a person of note too.
Jiminy Christmas. People would gladly have your baby and like extort you.
Yeah.
Yes. Which is, I guess, what happens.
Which is why he feels safe with Madison. I don't know.
Maybe because she feels like family or something like that. Like Madison wouldn't do it.
When you're here, you're family.
Lord have mercy.
I can't.
But yeah, if the math is math and the way 9 months in the future he's expecting,
This is
like, yeah.
So
wow. You're right, Chris.
I mean, this is the
He just
first indicator.
procreated.
more That Was Us after this short break.
This time of year, we're all about comfort, and Bombas nails it. Socks, slippers, tees, even underwear that feels like a second skin.
The difference is in the materials. Supima cotton that's softer and stronger. Merino wool that keeps you warm but never sweaty. It's the kind of quality you notice right away.
That describes how I want my life. Warm but never sweaty.
Ooh,
That's all I want.
That's absolutely
You guys,
true.
That's all I want.
I just did a big Bombas reorder.
Yeah.
More socks for the kids.
Yes.
More socks for dad. More socks for mom. Like, I truly cannot get enough
Tis the
Bombas
season.
in my
we gotta,
life.
We gotta stuff those stockings.
You gotta
for
give
them.
yourself
for
something
your
you know
family
you
or
want.
for
That's right.
extended
Yeah.
family.
That's
And
right.
if you're sending gifts, they make it easy because Bombas ships to over 200 countries. So whether your family's spread out or all in one place, everyone can unwrap a little cozy.
And listen to me.
Talk to me.
If the fit isn't perfect,
What you gonna do?
Bombas has a happiness guarantee, and that means no stress.
Zero.
Bombas will make it right.
Best of all, every Bombas purchase means one item donated to someone experiencing homelessness. That is comfort that gives back.
So check off your list with Bombas. Head over to bombas.com and use code TWU for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com, code TWU at checkout. Bombas.com and use code TWU.
But while we're here
Lord have
at
mercy.
this market,
Yes.
he does he freaks out and he's like, I want to leave because he can't get a hold of Beth and
Right.
the
To me.
girls.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry, Randall wants to leave.
And this
Yeah.
is where. Right.
This is the movie. Like she
And-
was in
Yeah.
the movie or something. Yeah.
And then it's sort of like, oh, false alarm. They're in a movie.
Yep.
But it still is enough to like really rattle Kevin and Kate. They're like, something's wrong with Randall.
Yeah.
Like that, again, that is a disproportionate response
Yeah.
to
Totally.
not being able to reach his wife and kids and wanting to leave and fly all the way back home or drive home or whatever. It's
Yeah.
like, whoa, dude.
Yep.
He says that he's fine. He's just exhausted. You know, like all of the traveling that he's been doing, this LA trip. And Kevin's like, wait, LA trip?
Mm-hmm.
What LA trip?
Yeah.
I thought you were in Boston or wherever he lied and said he was for a work trip.
Let me tell you, my man was like like Inspector Crusoe. He was
Yeah.
like, wait a minute.
And Kevin's work here too, Justin's work here is
His
great.
like
'cause
deduction, like,
piecing it,
yeah, like, wait.
looking at
Wait.
you,
Hold
looking
on.
at her.
You were in LA? Like, why were you in LA?
Because
Wait,
the
do
thing
you
that
know
gives
he
it
was
away,
in LA?
that's what
Yeah.
did it. He's like, I'm gonna look to my sister who's incapable of lying. He's like, did
Yeah.
you know about this? And
Do you
she's
know
like,
who's in LA?
like her face was like,
Yeah.
yes. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yep.
she couldn't even look him in the eye.
And this is the first time, I mean, in the whole series where we really see Randall like floundering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it was,
Yeah.
like,
He has no idea what to do or how to
Yeah.
handle
None
this.
at all.
yeah.
And then ultimately decides, has to come clean. And it's interesting because like I get both sides of this. Like in this particular instance, Randall's trying to honor his mom's wishes. Both, I guess,
Yeah.
Randall and Kate, because
Yeah.
they both know. And the idea is that, you don't know what could send somebody into like knock them off the wagon, on the wagon.
Yeah. Falling
There's
off
no
the
booze
wagon.
on the wagon.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Falling off.
I don't know where
wagon.
the phrase comes
Yeah.
from.
Okay.
No
Falling-
booze on this wagon. I don't know. I don't
I think
know.
that's where it comes from.
Is that where it comes
Yeah.
from? No booze on this wagon.
So-
Get on then.
Wait, let's give it a few more seconds because this could be something else.
Where's Kevin? He's on the wagon.
Okay.
There's going to be something else. Just give it a few minutes.
We just keep it going.
Yeah.
So that's
There's
about-
more.
Instead of being interrupted,
Yeah.
let's just give him a second. Let him go.
Just pause for
the,
Chris.
the primary concern being like you don't want to set them off, et cetera.
Yeah.
And so she was trying to be thoughtful and respectful. Randall didn't want to keep it from him. You know what I'm saying? Like he knew
Sure.
that
It's
it was
an
a tough
impossible
thing.
position. But also, it's like, I think Rebecca was worried about him falling off the wagon or what
Yeah.
his reaction would be to this news. But also, I think she wanted to tell him in person herself. Like,
Yeah.
it's both of those things.
Yeah.
But it's unfair to
And
It's
so
not an easy thing to ask him to a
both
secret
of
to
the
keep.
other kids.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
keep this monumental secret from your brother.
it brings up like I think this interesting history that we explore over the next few episodes about like Randall sort of being the person that has sort of been there to deal with things, right?
Right.
And then even Kate, I believe, says at the end of this episode, like, I know that must have been hard for you to keep all of this stuff to yourself, right? And like maybe at a points in time in the past, we may not have been as helpful as we could have been, but we are now. Like you can lean on us maybe in a way that you didn't think that you could in the past.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's a really interesting, the dynamic here is very interesting for me because I feel, as we move through these next few episodes, I feel a lot like Kevin Sterling. And I have a brother who's my older brother.
Who's the Randall of the family?
Who is the Randall of the family. So it's like I have like this weird inner body, outer body thing, even as I'm acting it.
Sure.
And because even as we're acting it, my mom was, she got diagnosed with her ALS in April of 2018, right?
So this is like a year and
So it's
change
like a year
later.
in because by October
Year
of
and a half.
2018, she couldn't even talk anymore. So it was just me calling or FaceTiming and just telling her what's going on with the family, et cetera, et cetera. And I remember an argument that my brother and I had over like what was the proper way to help mom through a particular situation.
Sure.
It's very much like
Kevin
Kevin
and
and
Randall.
Randall.
This show, man. This show.
Yeah.
Manifesting
Again, and it's
things,
like
yeah.
specificity is still so universally relatable.
Yeah.
Two people coming at it from different sides. It's interesting, like, to start to clock in these next few episodes, Randall's codependency, his reliance on, like, if not me, then who, to fix a situation, to take over, to handle things. And it's like,
you guys,
the burden of that he has placed on himself. It's like, maybe it unwittingly started, as a younger person feeling like, oh, I want to step in to help mom. I want to be there. And then that becoming, like, manifesting itself and becoming like an extension of his personality. Well, I am the helper. I am the caregiver.
Right.
I am the handler of all things, especially when it comes to mom.
Yeah.
And then that sort of, like, you get reliant on, like, again, that is who I am. That is my value to others. And if I can't do that or be of service to someone in that way, then what do I offer them?
Ooh, guys.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's very interesting. But we start to see those pieces of, and his resentment about it too.
Yeah.
Of like, I always have to be the one to do the research about the clinical trial of the thing. But, I know we're getting to that later. But, like, Anyway, sorry.
There's a disappointment that Kev has, or like, when he gets the information about the cognitive impairment, and a disbelief from Kev, and also a frustration of being left out. Like, again, saying that like I'm a grown ass man. She's my mom. Why are people keeping this stuff from me? Right?
And man, does that also tap into his wounds?
Yeah.
Like, always, he's always the one left out. Randall's the chosen one, the favorite. Kate's the one that, like, dad chose and sort of, like, handled with kid gloves. And I'm the, like, odd man out always. Like, Kevin's fine. Don't worry about Kevin. He'll figure things out on his own.
Just drowning over here.
Exactly. So it's like that. All that does is exacerbate that, like, wound of his that he's carried around his whole life.
Yeah. Kate says in this conversation later, she tried so hard with me and I could never give her a break, right? Like, and just talking about the history of their relationship and sort of missing each other. And now, like, now we're in this really good place with each other and this thing happens, right?
Yeah.
And she says, you don't have to take this alone. Take this on alone. We're going to do this together.
Yeah.
And Randall, wait, what happened? How they're doing the puzzle. That's what's happening. They're doing a puzzle of the Pearson family, and they're missing a piece, right?
And it's dad's face.
And Randall's like, we're going outside, because Kev has already excused himself from the frustration of being left out. So here come brother and sister, come Randall and Kate, and Kev's like, what are you guys about to do?
Are you guys here to murder me?
Something like that.
Because you're carrying a shovel.
Yeah, carrying a shovel.
It's so well delivered.
Yeah.
What, are you guys here to murder me?
Yeah. And so we find the box, right? And we see what everybody put inside the box. And Kev has a picture of him and Sophie, right? And Kate has MASH, like what's the MASH thing?
It's like mansion, apartment, shack, or house, right?
Something like that.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. It was like you picked, like, your top 3 husbands,
right?
Your top 3, like, places you would live.
That's
your
it.
top, like, and then you made, like, a little origami thing, and you would
Who are your
unfold
top 3
the paper.
husbands?
I mean, like, back in the day, it was probably like Joey McIntyre from New Kids on the Block. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, back in the day, still
Like yesterday.
hubba.
Yeah.
Joey McIntyre did Army Wives.
He did?
Was a very good actor.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
He can act.
Where are they now?
I don't know.
I mean, like, touring, I'm sure, or
Possibly.
something. But
They just did the Sphere.
Did they really?
Right. That's right.
Was that them?
Or was that Backstreet Boys?
Backstreet Boys.
Backstreet
All
Boys.
right. Backstreet's back.
But I feel like
All
they
right.
did tour. They've been touring.
Probably. Okay. Did you want to chime in
Okay. On what?
with your
MASH?
top
Oh,
3?
I've never played the game.
It was
Yeah, I've never played
it was
it.
really a girl thing
It
in
was.
school.
By
Yeah.
much.
Yes, I've never played it.
What did Randall have? What did he choose in his what did he choose in his time capsule?
You're so dumb.
You're dumb.
You're so dumb.
You're
and
the
it's so
dumbest.
I want to make sure people catch it, but anyway. There's
Highlight that.
So Randall has like a piece of the puzzle that was his dad. And Kate's like, oh, how did you think of that? What a great thing. He's like, I didn't. And you flash back to Kevin Randall, and Randall freaking out over what he's supposed to put in this thing and how it's significant it's supposed to be, and you have to put in thought and time and everything. He's like, dude, Just come here, follow me. He's like, he grabs a piece of the puzzle and he goes, use this. He's like, well, people are gonna miss it. He's like, you're the only dumbass who wants to do this puzzle in the first place. And then when you find it, like everybody will think it's sweet and just trust me, it's great. And it was totally, like he knew.
Yeah.
He did know. Like he was absolutely right.
Yeah. Like get out of your head.
You know what I'm saying? And then he found it and it was just the perfect thing. And was there another? Oh, okay. So wait, those are the three of them.
Only the best part of the episode?
Sorry. Yes,
Cool. That I texted our group chat and was like, I just wept.
So
I forgot about it. I totally didn't see it.
So did I.
Scene,
totally forgot about it.
because I remember this scene. So they find Dad's sketch, right? Thinking that must be his sort of contribution to the thing.
Yeah.
But there's also like a tape, right? Which is Dad's too, right? So they go inside and they put the tape into the tape recorder and they press play. Now, and I do believe, I'm trying to remember, was this a situation where Stillman had to do it or had Milo
already recorded it?
And I want to say Milo had recorded it because I think we asked for it to be played. Because when we heard the voice of the three of us.
I'm going to say by the look on Chrissy's face.
Yeah.
It was Milo.
It was Milo.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Not that you guys aren't all extraordinary actors, but the emotion on all three of your faces.
I think it was a surprise. Yeah. Like I don't think we knew. And
where's that tape?
Yeah.
It exists, right? The tape.
It has to.
Of course
a
it
real
does.
tape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful moment for the three of us together.
Yeah. So explain what was on the tape.
So it's Milo is
as Jack.
No, it's just Milo.
Just Milo saying, "Hey friends, how are you?"
Yeah.
Surprise.
And he's talking about like, 5 years from now, you guys will probably all be too cool for school, and Randall's probably overthinking what he's gonna put into the box, and
he says it's the day that you guys are deciding.
Yeah.
And he says that you're all being yourselves.
Right.
You are all handling this exactly the way you handle things.
Yeah.
Randall's overthinking.
Yeah.
Kate's leading with her heart.
Yeah.
Right. What's Kev doing?
Kevin is I don't even.
What is it?
Oh, no. Oh no.
We're just feeding into that. I don't know.
No.
He's fine though.
He's taking his time. He's chilling, right?
Kevin's doing some BS.
And so he also says that like, I wound up drawing this picture of this house that I was thinking about, and then I thought it was a little silly or whatnot. Balled it up and I threw it in the trash. And then I was like, well, maybe I shouldn't ball it up and throw it in the trash. So I go back to the trash can, and it turns out it wasn't there. It's like, I think your mom went to the trash and got it out, right? And
or maybe it was a squirrel.
Maybe it was.
Yeah, could be.
But the one quote that I had in there is that like, she believes in my dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even when I don't.
Even when I don't. And it just sort of regaling just how awesome it is to have someone like that to share her life.
Yeah.
Even the line of dialogue that you say directly to him, that it was just like that part made me cry. Where you're like, if you tell me that you're going to build us that house, I believe that you're going to build us that house.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
That's it.
Not a big deal. It wasn't like a grand statement. Nope. It was just sort of like, that's the truth.
But
I
a
take
woman's
you at your
love,
word.
man, it can take you high. It can take you real, real high. Like it was a special, beautiful sort of acknowledgement of just like not only do I have dreams and things that I want to realize, but I have a partner who believes in them as much, and sometimes when I don't believe in myself, who believes enough for the both of us, for everybody. You know?
And the surprise of like hearing their dad's voice.
Yeah.
A voice from the grave.
20 some odd years removed. You know what I mean?
Because they were supposed to go back 5 years later.
Right?
And they never did.
But then he died.
And then he died. And they completely forgot about it. And then it comes back.
When they're doing the puzzle.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Good writing.
Yeah. That's solid. Somebody must have done like some sort of
But here's how the episode ends.
Come on now. Bring it home.
So they're leaving the next morning.
Yeah.
Kevin has that sketch from the Is this?
Saying real quick that
Oh, sorry.
Randall talks about Beth thinking that I need to go to therapy, and
Got
then
it.
them
Yes,
saying that
please.
maybe Beth has a point. Because he's talking about his anxiety and sort of like, I've lived with this for such a long time, what have you. I can't remember exactly what he says, but it's something to that point. Oh, he says, when I subdued that mugger, I knew I had him down already.
And I
just kept hitting him. And I think I was trying to get rid of all the bad stuff inside of me somehow.
Yeah.
And then Beth thinks that I should see a therapist. And his brother and sister look at him lovingly and say, like, maybe Beth has a point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to say.
No. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And a very important part of.
Kate talks about her relationship with her husband.
Yeah.
Right? What did she say in that moment between her and Tobias? God dang.
Yeah.
I don't think my notes were good this time, guys.
Me
I apologize.
Me too.
Right. I was like, I'm going to remember.
We'll get into it in the
everything.
next episode. It gets more discussed in the next episode.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Copy that.
Just basically, they're leaving the next morning to go home.
Yeah.
And Kevin has held on to that sketch of his dad's.
Yeah.
And you see him kind of like take a closer look, like, this is a really cool idea.
Yeah.
Wow. Like, I wonder Dad wanted to put it up there. That's like, that might be a cool thing. And then they do some great little like CGI.
It's the first time, I think it's the only time we've ever done this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you see like the sketch
Fade in.
sort of come to life.
Yeah.
And that is the house that he ends up building in the future.
It's
where they live. It's where everyone has gathered on Rebecca's deathbed, I guess.
Yeah. I write Silver Fox looking down at the old cabin because once again, when everybody else gets to get old,
Kevin just gets hotter.
They look good.
Man.
Randall, I don't know what the hell that Negro was doing, Jack.
Yeah.
But it wasn't.
You know what?
What his brother was.
You want to know what it is?
Tell me.
Anxiety.
Catching up to him.
That will age.
Your boy better learn to do some ujjays.
Yeah, I'm
learn how to breathe, dog.
Anxieties. 10 times the strength of gravity.
That looked like I got hit by a big old ugly stick.
Pulls those jowls down.
That's not
Negro,
true.
you lost it. Bam.
That's not true.
Because we had to adjust. I think there's a point.
We slowly sort of brought it back. We brought it back.
We started, like, they had this dude, like, out here. I had jowls, baby.
Yeah.
I had
They're like,
jowls.
how can we make it believable that Sterling has aged?
I was looking like Professor Clump up in this piece when we first did that thing.
Hold on.
And then Justin come in there
Hercules.
looking like friggin'
hold on. Let's also
Sundance.
Let's all picture Justin.
Butch Cassidy.
Let's all picture Justin through this process, though. Where he wouldn't accept it. That's what I'm talking about. Justin's walking in and be like,
nope.
We're doing old age today?
He say,
Guess
nope.
what? I'm not doing it.
He'll say, I'm not doing that. Nope.
Nope.
Not that.
Nope. You're not even going to test that on me. That's not even going to be a test.
Where Brown was like,
Would you like to
I guess
put a
so,
little...
guys, but it doesn't feel right. Like, he runs marathons and was like, yeah, but we need...
we need to believable... It needs to be believable that he's aged.
Yeah. When Justin goes through costumes, he goes, how about what I'm already wearing?
How about what I wore to work?
How about you put a little white makeup on my whiskers?
Yeah. And we'll call that aging.
And we'll call that aged. You know what I mean? Like, and then he's gone before anyone could disagree with him.
For himself
but
better
also,
than
like,
myself.
meanwhile, every woman was like, hot. Looks great.
He looked great.
Hot.
And he could not stand it.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's all I had to say. I'm done. But it is a beautiful moment.
So he arrives at this house.
Yeah.
Is this, as we get into this, him entering this, is this the first time we hear the song in the show?
Of what?
The song To Build a Home.
Oh, no. We heard it, remember when the fire started? That was the first time.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. I just remember
the episode before Super Bowl. When the fire first started and you see it like igniting like the curtains in the kitchen and stuff, that's when we first heard it.
Okay.
It's a recurring theme.
But we see this house built out of stone. Mm-hmm. We see this house that is laid cement walls. You know, it's like highly modern.
Yeah.
And Justin enters and is greeted by
Beth,
old
right?
Beth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Old Beth.
She's fine as hell.
Older Beth is
fine as cat hair, baby.
Yeah. Less anxious.
Less anxious.
Yeah. Than
it'll age you.
I gotta
her
remember
floppy
that.
husband.
Let me tell you. like Randall had a lot of Brown is trying to learn how to. I ain't going that.
Yeah, don't hang on to any of that.
I ain't going out.
Let this be
that.
a lesson. Let your worries go.
You don't want to end up like older Randall.
Yeah. That's what the show's really about.
Yeah. A warning.
A warning.
It was a beautiful episode.
It was.
Yeah.
And also,
Alcoholism. Justin works out fine.
Yeah, he's fine.
That
won't age you as much as anxiety.
He's sober. He's been sober for a long time.
But I feel like, again, this lays the groundwork for like, where is this going?
Yeah.
This is all very interesting.
It is. There's so much. Like, I haven't watched all the rest of them, but now I'm starting to remember. Yeah. There's a lot that's about to go down.
Yeah.
A lot. I'm still in that mode of being constantly surprised. Like, oh yeah.
Yeah, same.
Even now they swing around and there's the sketch of the house framed in the entryway.
Oh yeah, what a great little detail.
In the entryway of the house.
That was nice.
Great detail.
And you realize that this house that we've been visiting for I don't know how long now, a season of flash forwards.
It's just tiny little parts of it.
Is the house that
is their house.
built.
That's what I'm saying. That's the thing. That like
he honored his dad. He built Jack's house, his dream home.
Okay. That's a good one.
Why don't we take a break and come back with our fan segment?
Let's do that.
Yes, please.
Great. More That Was Us coming up. We're back, and we are very excited to welcome the director of this episode to the podcast. And we have a feeling that you've maybe heard of some of her movies.
Quite possibly.
Yeah.
She did a movie called 13. Did a little flick called Lords of Dogtown. And of course, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Twilight.
No.
And
is that like a little indie movie?
Incredible project. It's big. It's huge. And she also directed today's episode, The Cabin.
All right, let's not keep everyone waiting any longer. Please welcome Catherine Hardwicke.
Catherine Hardwicke!
All the way from Greece?
Oh.
Hello.
How are you? We wave this way, we wave that way, we wave
we look at you on the TV, but you're over here. We find you in Athens, Greece.
I'm in Athens, Greece, in like an Ace hotel, whatever. I just got off a boat, so it was pretty fun.
You were on a boat.
Wow.
You could tell you're in an Ace because they provided a guitar, or did you bring the guitar?
That guitar was here for me.
That's right.
Yep, that tracks.
What is an Ace? Have I not? Do I need to go in the Ace?
Kind of like a rock and roll sort of hotel.
Oh, okay.
I feel like there's always records in the rooms and
Oh, very
like
cool.
a music theme
It's
for
like
sure.
a record player.
Yeah.
And
Nailed it.
So
Nice.
Very
It's so
cool.
very good to see you. How are you?
it's great to see you guys. I'm happy. I'm excited to talk to the gang. I mean, awesome.
We had an incredible time rewatching this episode. We just kind of rehashed it for ourselves here. This is the first episode that you directed of two. The second.
Second.
The
The
first
first
one was
was
second
Six
episode
of
Thanksgivings,
two.
which was last season, season
Right.
3, right?
Oh my
Correct.
God, the turkey was, I can still smell that turkey.
Oh, gosh,
I don't
me
know
too.
if anybody was there. Remember, it was singed
Yes.
on the outside
Yes.
and raw.
Raw on
Yeah.
the inside?
Yeah, that was my character's mishap. So I was there for the full. It smelled like napalm death.
It was like a cadaver. Everybody was about to throw up. I mean, it was amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a truly a disaster.
Well, thank God you didn't hold that against us and you came back to
Yes.
direct this episode. Good gracious.
Amen.
We were discussing your storied career as
Yeah.
a director, but I didn't know that you got your start in production design.
Yes, I was an architect first,
What?
and then I became a production designer, and then I became a director. So
How did you go from architecture into production design?
Yeah.
So I grew up in South Texas, and I went to architecture school at University of Texas in Austin. I loved architecture. I started doing everything. I was like too creative for architecture. They told me, you got to change fields, man. You're never going to make it. I'm like, what? I just spent 5 years working my ass off. And they said, you better think of something else. So at that time, I thought, I'm like, oh no, because I used to dress up like my buildings and doing all this crazy stuff. So then they said, and then I thought that the film business would encourage creativity,
Yeah.
but I didn't know about sequels, and it doesn't really encourage creativity. But I loved it. I went to UCLA Film School. I started designing sets for movies. I just thought it was the most magical thing ever. And then I started making my own movies.
So film school was specifically for production design.
No, I did not even know. I just thought, I didn't even know what a production designer was. It was very random. I went as an animator. I decided
Wow.
I want to be an animator.
Incredible.
And so I went and made animated films, little animated films. And then I heard that I could actually get paid if I was a production designer. Not much at the time, $500 a week on my first job. So I started working as a production designer. On the first one was a skateboard movie, Thrashin' with Josh Brolin.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. I remember that movie.
Very crazy.
What is your connection to skateboarding then? Because if that was your first, production designer gig and then Lords of Dogtown, like I'm just curious is if there's some sort of connection there for you.
The cool thing for me, like when I started working on Thrashin', I started giving all the crazy skaters a ride, to set or whatever. And I saw that they just did everything so creatively. If we stopped at a gas station, they would be skating up the gas tank. They would be doing acid drops off the roof. I'm like, I love this vibe. These people are just wild.
Yeah, they look at the world a different way.
Yeah.
There's no limit to their creativity. And I just loved it,
Well, how did you make then this segue from production designer to director? Because that feels like a bit of a leap.
Right.
Yeah, it was a leap. I mean, so I kept worked on, wonderful movies with great directors from Richard Linklater to movies with him and Costa
Cameron
Gavras and David O. Russell, Cameron Crowe, so Lisa Cholodenko. So I would watch what everybody did. How did they do that? How did they, talk to the actors? Then I started for 5 years, I took acting classes, every kind of acting class, comedy, improv, blah, 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 scene study, because I knew the design element, the visuals, but I didn't know what it meant to do what you guys do. And I tortured myself. I would get up on stage. I did, showcase. I was just mortified, but I wanted to feel what it felt like, to have to act.
You wanted to have empathy for the process, so you put yourself through it. That's kind of amazing.
It is amazing.
Captain Hardwicke, you sound like you don't always drink beer, but if you do, you probably drink Dos Equis. Like, this is kind of amazing.
Yeah.
Hey, I am from South Texas, so I should drink that, but I don't.
The most interesting woman in the world.
You understand what I'm saying?
Totally. Like your creativity could not be contained. You're like, I want to do all the things and try all the things. And so impressive.
Well, I was going to segue to the episode because I was really excited when they needed a drawing for Jack's vision of his house.
Is that you?
And
is that you?
I did the drawing for it.
I forgot she did that.
I didn't know that.
I forgot you did that.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
So that's my drawing, and I've never been prouder. Like, that's my drawing, and this is
your architecture know-how just came right back into the fold. I love that.
That's massive.
It was so cool. Yeah, it was so fun. And I was having this architectural dilemma. He's very folksy and warm and, all that. And this is a future house. And the one we had already been selected was quite modern. So I was just stressing out, how do I make the right design for the house that fits the story and the house, anyway.
And the interiors that they've already shot. Yeah. That's
yeah.
Well, mission accomplished. It's so rad.
Yeah, it was incredible.
Such a beautiful house.
How did you originally come to the show, to This Is Us? Like they said, your first episode was 6 Thanksgivings. Mm-hmm. What was the process? And how do you find directing television? Like you were saying, maybe the film industry doesn't promote creativity as much, and episodic TV directing is a very specific type of directing. Sure. So how does that jive with your style?
Okay, yeah, lots of questions. So the first one is, since I've been a vegetarian since I was 17, maybe they chose me because I had to deal with 7 turkeys.
Oh, that's right. I
Yep.
forgot that bit of
rotten
info.
one. No, I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know how I got chosen. I just got a random call and I was like, hell yes, I would love to do it. I was so excited. I wanted to meet all of you guys. I love the cast and, the show. And, I'm working with a lot of Italians. And by the way, they just randomly a couple of them told me when I said I had to go do this podcast, they said, we love that show.
Oh,
It's one
really?
of our favorite
Oh,
shows
that's
in
so
Italy.
nice.
And this very serious, hardcore, film festival guy goes, I don't know why they always make me cry and I try not to cry.
Yes.
It's angering. It's like, hey,
Yeah.
you shouldn't do me like that. That's amazing. So wait, but the question then what Chris was saying, like, tell us creatively what's the difference for you coming in as a hired gun, working in a television versus being on a film set, like pros, cons, etc.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So film set, it's basically like back in architecture school, I would look at an empty piece of land and then have to, structural visualization, create everything when there was nothing there.
Yeah.
And so that's what a feature film is to me. It's just words on a page. Now I've got to find the cast, the characters, all the locations, the music, everything from scratch.
Right.
So I'm used to I'd say really difficult uphill challenges. So coming to This Is Us, there were already amazing actors and beautiful sets. So I was like, wow, am I working hard enough? Am I working as many hours a day as I should be? I felt like I wasn't doing enough, actually, because I'm used to just 24/7. I got to do
Doing
this.
everything. Yeah.
Sure.
But that was a gift. I mean, a pleasure. The writing is so, kick ass. All of you guys are legendary. So, I just loved it. I'm like, okay, I'm
Was
happy.
This Is Us your first foray into television, or had you done any pilots or other shows before?
Oh yeah, no, I had done Hell on Wheels
Okay.
with that was crazy. Literally my first day of television. I'm flying up to Canada and on the plane they sent me the script and I heard you got 6 days to shoot. The first scene was 150 mad cowboys on a train platform with a moving train and a riot and
What?
fire at night. And it's 2 hours. I'm like,
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Godspeed. Good luck and Godspeed.
the next page, a scalping. The next page, Common and another guy have a huge mud fight. Then there's sex scene. I'm just like, holy, how do you do this in this short time? But that was exhilarating to me. I loved it.
You're like,
know?
so bring on the turkeys on This Is
You know
Us.
what I'm saying?
I
This
can
is
do
nothing.
anything
I can do
now.
6 turkeys.
Yeah. Give me
Yeah.
6 turkeys.
Wait, this is my question to you, Catherine. You still have this sort of joie de vivre, this vim and vigor and appetite to create. It's palpable. You see it through the screen. How do you maintain it? Because you've been in the business for a long time and the business has changed a considerable amount. And I'm sure it's probably impacted everybody, including yourself, in different ways that, I couldn't necessarily come up with. But you still maintain this energy,
This passion
through it all.
Yeah.
Can you talk to us a little bit about what's your secret?
I think, I love telling stories. I love working with actors and I love the magic that comes for me in a rehearsal where something crazy pops out or weird or unique or strange or that I never thought of, like on the skateboard movie, Lords of Dogtown. I mean, Heath Ledger was one of our actors.
Yeah.
And I decided to do all the rehearsals at my house because I live in Dogtown in Venice. And so it was, and I told all the actors, you never wash your hair because you're a surfer and the ocean washes your hair. And they just went full immersive. And the things that came out of these kind of immersive experiences were just so creative. So to me, any new challenge, I love every challenge, I guess Yeah. I mean, I was on a speedboat today for 2 hours. It was awesome. I'm like singing.
I have one quick question specifically about this episode
Sure.
because we just sort of broke it down, and it's great. There was so much. We're kind of at this point in the show that like a lot of it is sort of fuzzy to us. Like we don't remember. We remember the first few seasons, maybe the last season.
Yeah.
But like this middle ground is something. So we're watching and like there's so much revealed to us that we're like, oh, we didn't remember that. We very much felt that way with like the tape at the end from the time capsule with Jack and how that sort of hit. Do you remember because Sterling can't quite remember.
Yeah.
Do you know if Milo had already recorded that? And was it a surprise? Did they play that in the actual take in the scene? Or was it like one of our ADs reading off camera? Do you happen to remember?
Oh no, I think we had the real tape.
Yeah.
Because it very much feels like that when you're watching, like their reactions are what make us cry watching. Like, oof, yeah, they're hearing this for the first time.
Yeah.
Yes, and it was not an AD or even an AI voice reading.
Yeah, it was Milo for sure.
It was the real deal. One thing I do remember that baby that we had.
Yes.
We had a fake baby.
Yeah. Yes.
I was so scared when I saw that baby trying to like spit out the thing. But in the silicone baby, but in close up, it did work.
It did work.
It played.
Yeah, very much so. You would have no idea.
You edited around it beautifully. You danced around it and switching back and forth between me flipping over the real baby and flipping over the
fake baby
doll.
Didn't catch it at all. Like I thought it was the real baby the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, did you think that we actually choked a real baby?
Well, I don't think I knew enough because I'm in the business. But as an audience member, I was looking at the baby's face.
Yeah.
And I was like, is he changing color? I was like, what did they do to get this baby to do this? And so he said there was a little bit of post magic.
A little
bit. But it was
just
very
a little bit.
subtle.
Yeah.
To where I thought like, something's going on with this baby. Like, how are they doing this? Did the baby chew something in his mouth or something that made it?
I called the baby some names and got him to cry, and then we filmed that.
A little emotional abuse. Yeah. When all else fails, emotional abuse will always play.
That's right.
There
That's
you
right.
go.
It was quite creepy though, that fake baby looked too real.
Yes.
Yeah. We all had a lot of work with those silicone babies over the years.
Especially
COVID.
after, when COVID
during
came
COVID.
around.
Oof.
Is there anything else like from this, like, because we were saying we probably finished this just before COVID, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it was. It was
like,
before.
Yeah.
Right before COVID and everything else sort of came into being. Is there anything else that because this was your last, you just did the 2 episodes, 3rd and 4th. Anything you remember from your time with the show that you think is noteworthy that you'd want to share?
I liked on that show that we had, I love that cabin, was very cool.
Yeah.
Up in Topanga. And then I love all the fake snow. It was so fun to just go there and like all the fake snow, the snow blower and everything. But I mean, I think, it's kind of cool, like what my Italian friend said, that somehow, even if you think you're too cool for school and you're tough and it's not going to affect you, it still affects you, when you're, directing the show or editing or watching, you still feel for all of you. So, I mean, I guess I could say that's what I remember. Oh, also I remember Sterling, I mean, your outrageous hot body when you were, running around with your shirt off.
Yeah. Yeah. We all remember that.
Wait, when did I have my shirt off in this episode?
Oh, no, she's just a fan of the show.
No. In my episode, I remember I thought, I wonder
Episode
if he
3.
would
Yeah.
if he would want to take his shirt off. Should I even ask him? Well, that thing was whipped off faster than I could get the words out of my mouth.
Yeah, you didn't even have
Sterling's
to
like,
ask.
you want my shirt? It's off.
Yeah. Yeah. He just shows up that way. You have to ask him to put his shirt on. Yeah.
Fair enough, though.
Not now. Haven't worked out in a minute. Yeah. I have one last question because you get a chance to shoot the last episode with Kate's boyfriend in the past, Marc. And we've been talking a lot about him and his performance, which we thought was extraordinary and also just like deeply upsetting, this relationship that she had with this dude. Any thoughts from like when the brothers and younger Rebecca come in and ultimately get this dude out of the house, like anything that you remember from that at all?
Yeah, he was so creepy, wasn't he? I mean, the character as written, you know, like every little move was icky. And he's such a good actor, though.
Yes,
I mean,
such a
you
good
saw
actor.
what he did recently in
Weapons.
and also, and then the one with Clooney, or who was it? Matt Damon or whatever. You know, he's had some great. Oh God,
Yeah,
he's
he's incredible.
Austin Abrams. Yeah, he's amazing.
He's so good. He's so talented, but he knew how to be creepy.
Yes.
Yeah, he is the darkest. He's the darkest character on This Is Us.
I think
There's
Across
nobody
the
in the show
entire
that's
series.
darker than him.
It's funny
For
too,
sure.
if you're not watching this interview but only listening to it, like the way she says creepy and like the tenseness that comes to her body is the same thing that we
all feel.
had
It's like,
anytime we talk
like your
about the
body
character.
clenches up. Like, oof.
Yeah, but he's not really like that because I saw him in Italy at a film festival a year ago, and he's really an awesome dude.
Yeah,
That's
he's
good
lovely.
to hear.
He's
Just
lovely.
a great actor.
Don't give him hate on the street.
That's
Yeah.
right.
He was just doing his job.
Doing his job.
It was an honor to be directed by you, Catherine, and an honor to have you here with us today. Please get back to Athens and all of your Italian friends.
Exactly. We should leave you so you could go enjoy an Athens night out.
Thank you so much,
I don't
Catherine.
think so. Hey, this was a lot of fun. I'm really honored that you guys had me on the show. It was super cool.
It was an honor for us. So nice to see you, Catherine.
You rock,
Thanks for
sister.
joining us.
Enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye, Catherine.
Bye, Catherine. Thank you so much. Have a great night.
Yeah,
Later,
you too.
sister.
Bye-bye.
Dude, what a joy it was to get a chance to talk to Catherine. The woman is like history, like going from architecture to production design to directing.
Yeah.
Went to school for animation.
Yeah.
Like
what a storied career.
So many
A
different
true
paths
artist.
to get to somewhere. But like what lives inside her is that light, this desire to create, this desire to express.
Yeah.
Like I hope that we all get a chance to hold on to that the same way that this woman has held on to hers. It was awesome. Awesome
What a
to be
delight.
directed by her.
I loved getting to chat with her.
Yeah.
And you, friend.
The pleasure is mutual, man. This
more
concludes
episode
another
for the Time
wonderful
Capsule.
episode of That Was Us. Chris, what should people do if they want to like support the show or tell people about the show?
If they want to support the show, they could reach out to us at thatwasuspod@gmail.com. Send us a note.
Yeah.
What would you like us to talk about?
Sure.
What do you want to talk about?
Support our sponsors.
Support our sponsors.
Please and thank you.
You can also give us a call on our
Speak pipe.
on our speak pipe.
That's it. Is it just straight?
Talk directly into our speak pipe.
Do we just it's called SpeakPipe?
Yeah.
I still want to say peace pipe.
Peace.
Speakpipe.com/thatwasus. Okay.
You got it, Mandy Moore.
Speakpipe.com/
That Was Us.
We got a live show coming up.
Yes, we do.
January 17th.
January
That's right.
17th.
So get tickets to our show. Come see us.
Yeah, at the Wiltern Theater, January 17th.
Very excited. Everybody's going to sing.
That's right,
Everybody's
Sterling.
gonna-
Everyone
yeah.
is going to sing.
Everybody's going to sing. I'm going to sing.
Hey!
You heard it here
That's
first.
the first time he said he's going to do it, everybody.
I'm gonna
We're
sing.
going to get
You
it all
heard it
figured
here
out.
Win in
first.
Rome. Win in Rome.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it. We'll see you next time.
That Was Us. That Was Us is filmed at Rabbit Grin Studios and produced by Rabbit Grin Productions. Music by Taylor Goldsmith and Griffin Goldsmith.
Da 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 dum, da da dum. That was us.